Hello, my fellow Americans. I hope you enjoy my dog pajama shirt that I'm wearing. And don't let that beautiful shirt distract you from what I'm about to show you. More police brutality stuff going on. Quick recap. From everything I'm hearing, the protests are getting bigger despite the increased military presence. The lack of retweets was partly, I think, due to it being earlier in the day and things not kicking off till now. And then right about, this happens every night, right about 6:37, that's when things start kicking off. That's when police start brutalizing people. That's when any sort of violent response to police starts kicking off, right? So now we're seeing Twitter light up more. It's still not as much as yesterday though, which is strange. I'm not sure if it's just the Twitter algorithm or what, but anyway, all the protests are getting bigger despite escalated military presence, and that's pretty amazing. There is a lot of police brutality though that's happening like right now. So I'm going to share my screen and show you a good amount of it. Let me just pull everything up. God, there's so much. It's so hard to keep track of everything, but I really am trying to do my best. All right, so here is a where is this? Philadelphia cop mercilessly pepper spraying protesters just sitting down surrendering. Yeah, look at that. That's brutal. What a jerk. So that happened 12 hours ago. So June 2nd, Philadelphia. Here's an article in a document. Right now it's on page 21 about how rubber bullets can cause life-threatening injuries. They're not really that good. Like I was saying, they're not less than lethal. They are lethal. Sorry, but it's true. Here's an article. LAPD focused on peaceful protesters while ignoring looting, business owners say. This is definitely true. I've seen it in tons of live streams, but I can't personally save and archive all of these videos. My hard drive is already filling up. And there's just so much out there that I can't save everything. But that is definitely true. There's a disproportionate focus on protesters and not actually people looting. It's kind of crazy. Let's take a look. This clip, Oklahoma City. This goes back in time, May 31st. I don't think I showed this one, but I want to show it just in case because a lot of new stuff about Oklahoma is coming out.
Y'all better get them motherfuckers. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Crazy. But basically, Oklahoma City is being one of the worst and most brutal zero-tolerance states. Hollywood, California, June 2nd, 1:22 p.m. Strong, heavily armed National Guard presence on Hollywood Boulevard. This is not an example of exact violence. However, it is showing you what's going on, giving you some perspective of how strong of a military presence they have. Those are assault rifles. These are not riot control gear. These are National Guardsmen with assault rifles, and a lot of them. Look how many there are. So when Trump said that he's going to call in people with heavy weapons, he meant it. This is no longer just riot control. This is putting down an insurrection. Also, if you just saw that guy laying there bleeding, that is from a few days ago. A guy tried to run at protesters with a samurai sword and got the shit kicked out of him. He is alive and he's fine, recovering. He stabbed, to my knowledge, he stabbed someone. This, I think I already showed the video, so I don't need to go over it again. In Atlanta, Georgia, on June 1st, police pulled 2 people from their car by force as they were trying to get home to obey curfew. And all 6 of those cops were arrested. Are now 2 of them have been fired, and the rest, there's warrants out for their arrest, which is a big deal. So, Los Angeles, California, June 1st or 2nd. I couldn't get a confirmation on the day or the time, but it's either June 1st or June 2nd. Anybody who sees this on Reddit, please actually post the time and date, location. Look at that. Oh my god. It looks so painful. You know when you were a kid and you used to I did this as a kid. You get in lightsaber fights with those really thick plastic little lightsabers and how bad that would hurt to get hit with them. Imagine now a big metal or wooden pole that's even more dense, and you're swinging it even harder because you're trying to hurt people. So officers holding those things in LA like swords and just beating the shit out of people unprovoked. New York City, June 2nd, 7:24 p.m. Eastern Time. Cops block subways so protesters can't get home before curfew. Curfew starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
You want them to miss curfew? Let them go home.
Yep, so people won't let people go home. Here is what a lot of people on Twitter are talking about right now, including a lot of politicians like AOC. My friend is trapped on the Manhattan Bridge with about 4,000 to 5,000 other protesters. New York Police Department is on both sides of the bridge and not letting anyone get off. Phones are being blocked from taking videos or pictures. Please spread. Let's watch some footage. They were trapped there for a good long while. And then just a few minutes ago, AOC tweeted out that one end of the bridge, they were being let off. So that's good. But still, that's very dangerous and crazy that cops would trap them on that bridge and not just let them continue walking off. So again, that's Manhattan, New York, June 2nd, 9:30 p.m. Seattle, Washington. Commanding Washington State Trooper filmed on camera briefing his officers on how to treat the protesters. Don't kill them, but get them out of the way. Don't kill them, but hit them hard. And he says, are you ready? Like they're preparing to make, a play at a game. If you can't hear what he's saying, it's don't kill him, get him out of the way. Don't kill him, but hit him hard. As if you have to even tell anybody not to kill people, but also hit him hard? Jeez, and these 2 bootlickers right here, bravo for him. These rioters deserve no mercy. I'm equally sickened. It should have been kill them, don't just hit them hard. Twitter, please ban these people, okay? Especially this little punk. Is this a fake account? Oh my god, what an asshole. Threatening violence. What a piece of crap. Anyway. All right, June 2nd, approximately 9 p.m. Charlotte, North Carolina, police box walking protesters in, leaving them no means of escape. They gas them and shoot them with pepper balls and less than lethal rounds from both sides and from above. They are clearly not trying to disperse the crowd, but hurt the crowd of hundreds.
They're gonna march behind us and push us up the street fast. They're not gonna let us walk at our own pace. And they're gonna shoot pepper balls if we stop. And people will run. And it's already happening. As you can see. They've got everybody trapped here. We're trapped, there's tear gas. We're trapped here. We're trapped. They're shooting pepper balls at us. They've thrown out tear gas, flashbangs, smoke. They just chased everybody down this way. There's a line of riot police up there. There's a line of riot police back there. We're trapped here. They're up top shooting at us.
They're up top shooting at us. Oh, dog! No, don't hurt the dog. Dogs can get severely injured by tear gas. I know I'm feeling even worse for the people, but dogs have no autonomy. They cannot go to protests, so they are completely these protesters are victims, but dogs are like totally innocent beings. They have no sin, they have no guilt about anything, and it's a tragedy. They're also domestic dogs are, for I think like 35,000 years is what I remember from taking philosophy of biology. They've been domesticated for that long. They can't survive without us. They are our animals. They are our babies, and they are not a creature whose function and whose life can be separated from human existence. Unlike wolves, like they're very different from wolves and coyotes. It's very sad. But that's not to downplay the human suffering. Human suffering is obviously way more important. Again, that was June 2nd, 9 p.m., Charlotte, North Carolina. There was something else I wanted to show you too. That might be it, actually. Oh, no. I had some videos come in. I'm going to stop sharing and take a look real quick so I can get them ready before anybody sees phone numbers or names of who's sending them to me. If this program would ever open. Sorry, just taking a minute. I have a very old computer. My computer is 11 years old, so it's not the best for doing all of this at once. Here's one thing I wanted to show. I'm going to steal this straight. I'm not stealing it from Majority Report, but they have it very clearly put in one of their videos. So I wanted to put it up. Sam looking good in that mustache and
really a way
face.
of showing that Donald Trump controls, I don't know, I guess a 1 mile square radius of Washington, D.C.
Last 15 minutes, mounted police have been coming down the street. You're going to see them in the frame now, using flashbangs in front of them and mounted police.
This is St. John's Church. This is what happened when Trump was pushing the clergy and volunteers and protesters off this so he could come in right up here and take a picture.
To clear what has been an entirely peaceful protest. Not 98%, not 99%, but 100% peaceful protest here today. People there was no throwing of water bottles, there was no throwing of objects, but a short time ago, mounted police officers have been clearing the street. Tony, if you can pan to the right, I want to show the military police. I want to show the military police on the side of the street. Over the last half hour, we've had military police, we've had Secret Service officers, we've had park police, and now we've had National Guardsmen lining the fence. They've been stepping up closer and closer and closer over the last few minutes. You can see them lining the fence. Just a short time ago, we heard them firing those pepper balls into the crowd here as they've been trying to disperse people. You can see these officers aiming at the protesters who are here in the park as we're being cleared back along the sidewalk here in front of 8th Street. Again, from where I stood, I could see absolutely nothing. Hang on a second here. Ma'am, are you all right?
No, she's not fucking all right, man.
I got hit bad.
All right.
Man, are you all right? No, she's not fucking all right, man. I got hit bad. Got hit bad. Let me update the document with that. I totally forgot to do it. I guess I'll share the document and show you. I've been lazy, but I finally got around to adding everything's properly headed. So now every topic that I'm covering comes up when you go to this document, comes up in the Google Docs outline. So you can use this like a table of contents. So let's go to the peacefulness of the protests to log this. And I'm just going to say, well, I'll write it in later, but essentially, Trump stunt to take picture in front of St. John's Church on video. Reporter says the protesters were 100%, not 90%, not 99% peaceful, and that he didn't even see a water bottle being thrown. Okay, next thing. Oklahoma City. This is from 2 hours ago, so June 2nd, about 9:20 p.m. Central Time. What's happening here? This wonderful lady will explain it.
So we're all walking down the street, and there's a group of 4 or 5 people on scooters that are yelling at this person carrying a flag that was in distress. And they were saying, "Get your effing flag right, get your effing flag right." He said, "It's a signal of distress, it's a signal of distress." They said, "You know, we're going to beat you up," in nicer terms, "We're going to beat you up." He said, "Fine, come over here," eventually, because they had been antagonizing him for so long. So they went from one side of the street to the other side of the street. They eventually grabbed his flag and were shoved.
I'm pretty sure that guy walking by. I'm pretty sure I know that guy with the tall hair.
And started throwing punches. It was four people on one guy, and that's kind of what happened.
And that was the first anything of any sort of violence that we saw today.
No, absolutely.
And it was not instigated by somebody who was protesting today.
No. Somebody who was very upset, apparently, that we were protesting today.
So the reporter says a few more times after that that this was totally peaceful, that this is the first violence that occurred in Oklahoma City today, and it was not from the protesters, it was from counter or anti-protesters. So 4 white people on scooters attack another white person for waving an upside down American flag. KOCO reporter Evan Onstadt says this is the first violence he has witnessed today, and that it was not instigated by protesters. So that's all I have right this second for you with police brutality and particular acts of violence. Just a reminder, there's a lot more stuff going on. A lot more stuff going on. Apparently, from things I'm seeing around Twitter on the news, there's 11,000 arrests of protesters now. 11,000 people arrested. That's crazy. But, you know, maybe they should arrest a bunch more, and then we'll overrun the prisons and cause a prison riot, too. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe all the prisons should start protesting. I wonder if they already are and we're just not seeing it. That would be a pretty bad thing to happen. Let me make sure. That there's nothing else to show you. Nothing major right now, it looks like. I mean, there's major stuff going on everywhere, but not a whole lot more particular brutal police violence that's videotaped. And that is a lot different from the last few days. So even though, like I said, everyone I'm talking to on the ground and everybody that I've seen on Twitter and my friends who are looking at live streams and who are talking to people and reading posts from people there across the country, they're all saying that in the big cities, especially DC, that the protests are getting bigger, that they're drawing more people than any of the previous days. And this is in spite of now military having assault rifles and snipers and escalation and Trump's promising to end this and to throw people in jail and to use heavy weapons, and also Trump's dog whistling about the Second Amendment. This is the reality is that this is not going away for a while unless the United States government starts massacring people, and even then that might cause a rebellion. So I don't know when this is going to go away. I have no predictions, but this is here, I think, for a while. This is major. God bless all of the protesters truly fighting for justice. God bless all of the police who are willing to genuinely kneel or to march with protesters and de-escalate. God bless any soldiers who refuse to follow any of the government's orders to hurt their fellow citizens. And to be clear, as a lot of other people have said today, any soldier who hurts an American citizen during this is a traitor, is an absolute traitor to our country. Same with cops. You're a traitor too. President's a traitor. Anyone supporting them, you're traitorous. I have documented this, and this is as much proof as you could ever hope for about anything. To see this level of police escalation and brutality, it's just absolutely insane. Anyway, I don't know if I'll make another video tonight. I'm very exhausted. Not like that really matters, because that's all that means is I'm staying up late and copying pasting links and commentary and making videos on this and arguing with people. I'm not out there putting my life on the line. I'm not out there helping people, protecting people, fighting for our democracy. And I'm sorry, I wish I could be. And so my exhaustion is nothing. It's bullshit. And I wish I was a stronger person and was not feeling that I'm slipping already after being up for a few days, because it's selfish. And if anybody, I really ask that people, if you see this, if anybody sees this, because my videos are, I don't really care, but they're not getting watched that much, but I still want to document these for later. If you have videos that are not up anywhere, or even that are up but are really important, send them to me with a location, date, and time, and any video credits. I'll either upload them to YouTube or I will put them in the document. The more, the merrier. We have now 54 pages. 54 pages. Look at all of these topics. I could just jump straight to timeline. You get a nice little timeline of the big events. You go first-hand accounts. I've added so much to these first-hand accounts because I keep getting, thank God, I keep getting friends and acquaintances and strangers even messaging me and telling me I was there, my friend was there, I have video, I have direct testimony, eyewitness testimony. Look at the Oklahoma City one. It's really exploded. So much coverage from Twitter, from my friends that I was on the phone with while it was happening. It's amazing. So please do not give up the good fight. I've also added a new section that I'm going to update whenever I can. It's live stream monitoring notes, things that I can't easily just post a link to and give commentary on, but I'm just giving credit and then showing what I'm seeing on live streams so I don't forget it, so my narrative in my head doesn't get skewed. I just realized I was talking as if I was sharing my screen that whole time, and I wasn't sharing my screen. Cool. Anyway, have a good night. Pray for peace, pray for goodness and beauty, pray for people who are immoral and evil and unjust to be brought to justice.